Welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast, where we go behind the scenes and uncover the tactics and strategies top entrepreneurs are using to make more sales, dominate their markets, and how you can get those same results. Here's your host, Dave Woodward.
Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be a wild ride, so hold on tight. I'm going to introduce you to what we refer to as one of the crazy ones. For those of you guys who were at Funnel Hacking Live, heard Russell's introduction basically as far as the whole idea as far as ClickFunnels and what our community really attracts are some of what we refer to as the crazy ones. Those are the people who basically get things done. And with that said, I want to introduce you guys to Laura Egocheaga. Laura, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, my man. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Laura, one of the things I just love about our live events is I get the opportunity of meeting people like you. And it was so much fun. And right after registration, I walked by and had the opportunity of connecting with you. You've got so much energy. You're out there crushing it. You're a person who takes massive action. And I really want to introduce you to our community and more importantly, really have you drop some massive value bombs on those people who are listening. So with that said, let's just dive right in if you're okay with that.
Yeah, man. I just dove right in on a plane. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
So with that, a little background here, Laura literally just got off of a private plane here. She was actually out flying. One of her friends connected with somebody who, she's like, I have to get out of this plane fast enough so I can get on this podcast. So with that, we thank you so much for making that massive sacrifice.
That was awesome, man. I'm blessed. So blessed. So many new connections, man.
What I want to talk about is this whole idea. You started off internet marketing at the age of 16, 17, basically getting involved in affiliate marketing, which ended up being a Ponzi scheme. Yet at the same time, that Ponzi scheme helped you generate over 20 grand in 6 months. How in the world did you do that?
Driving traffic, but like in the physical form, like meeting people, networking, getting them to sign up to affiliate stuff. Like it was crazy.
I think that is so funny because most of the time people think of affiliate marketing as I never have to talk to anybody. It's all going to be done online. You actually were out there making things happen by going and talking to them. And I love that idea. So with that said, you then jumped from there and tried to find a way of making money online as a junior in high school. You're sitting there trying to figure this whole thing out, get introduced to Ray Higdon, who's a dear friend of mine, happened to be at Funnel Hacking Live. Did you get a chance to actually talk to him there?
Yeah, man, I thanked him for everything. I'm like, thank you for being searchable on Google. I was such a young kid just looking how to make money online. It was crazy.
I love it. And from that, obviously, was the introduction to Russell's universe, ClickFunnels, and all that other kind of stuff. But one of the things I'm fascinated by is you're a person who really doesn't take no as an answer. That's at least from everything I've gathered from you so far.
That's actually what drives me. When people tell me I can't do something, that's what motivates me. Like my haters are my motivators.
So at the age of 17, you go out and you learn how to code websites because you thought Russell was doing websites. You then learn how to do SEO, and then you start learning how to do Google AdWords so you can drive paid traffic. Is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How in the world do you do this kind of stuff?
I had nothing but time. Like I would be alone in my room. Like I wouldn't go out and play with my friends. Like I would just be locked in on just learning more stuff.
I love it. So you basically, your dad tells you, listen, you got to put this internet marketing thing aside because it's never going to get you anywhere in life. And you finally graduate from high school. What happens next?
Then my dad forces me to go to college. Like, man. And I switched my major from business administration to computer science like 6 times. And 3 credits short of my AA, I tell my dad, hey, I want to prove to you that I can do this without a college degree. I don't need that to be successful.
So what'd you do?
Then I went to go work at Nielsen. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They do the ratings.
Oh,
the
yeah,
TV
of course.
Yeah, I worked there for 2 years. They offered to pay for my college, but I was like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm doing this. Worked with them. Then I tried to launch my my agency the first time, and I failed epically because I didn't know how to sell like a service, right? And then I quit that job and quit a 25 or 35 a year salary to go sell cars. So commission only, because the way I really, really learn is by doing it, not by reading or hearing people talk about doing it, you know? So I did that, and I got blessed enough that the dealership that I went to already paid Grant Cardone a lot of money to train us. So, and it was crazy. It's just like the universe all just happened to line up for me at the perfect time. And I did that for 6 months. And actually, when I was at Funnel Hacking Live the third day, that was my 1 year anniversary from when I quit my job to start my agency full time.
That is crazy.
It was, bro, I'm telling you, the universe is amazing. God is amazing. Like,
That was your
crazy.
1 year anniversary?
Yes, sir, man. It was awesome. And I got to be there with like what I felt like was my people, my tribe, you know? And it really was amazing, man.
Well, I want you to tell people what type of an agency you're currently doing and who your clients are. Because you go first of all and tell people what that is, then I'll have a question for you afterwards.
Okay, so we are primarily Facebook ads, and our ideal client is med spas.
Okay, so define for people what a med spa is if they don't know.
It's where usually older women go to get like Botox or like fat reduction procedures and stuff like that.
So how in the world do you go from selling cars to working with doctors in medical spas, driving Facebook traffic for them?
Well, I always knew what I wanted to do. Like, I always knew that I was going to start my own business. I just didn't have like the skill sets to sell something. Like, I had the skill sets to provide the service, but not to convince somebody that I had the skill sets, if that makes sense.
No, I think it makes complete sense. And I think that's one of the things I know sales is, I think, the part that scares people the most. And I think a lot of people lean towards internet marketing because they feel like they never have to sell anything. At least not face to face, or they don't have to talk to somebody. They don't have to pick up a phone. And I know that there's probably nothing more difficult for a lot of people than actually handling the rejection face to face. And I know that obviously as a car salesperson, you learn that kind of stuff. But why'd you pick med spas?
Actually, my friend just told me, hey, this is a really good niche and it's working. So I was like, okay, let's go. And it worked, man. It was crazy.
What's your funnel? How do you contact these med spas? How do you get them as clients? What type of services? What do you charge? How does that all work?
So I scrape lists, and then I blast email them for 4 days, and lead them all to my funnel. My funnel is just a simple,
So I'm going to stop you there. Go back. When you say scrape lists, what exactly are you doing?
I'm going into specifically d7leadfinder.com. You type in a location and you type in a niche, and it'll give you all the information on all the businesses.
Very cool.
Like their name, email, phone number. So you can literally just take the CSV file and save it to your computer and then upload it to whatever email service provider you're using. Like, for example, now you can use ClickFunnels. And you just send them out, and you just make sure you have a 4-day sequence of follow-up emails, and they all lead to the funnel. And my funnel's like a case study funnel. Once they opt in, they get to see my case study video, and they can choose to book a call with me through Calendly.
Fantastic. So you've got a 4-day follow-up sequence, and in that, what's the email sequence all about? What type of things you talking to them about in your sequence? Because you first of all have to introduce yourself. They're going to see primarily as spam coming across.
Yeah. So at first, the first email is, "Hey, my name's Laura. I can get you in front of these many people. Reply yes if you're interested." So they have to respond yes to get my second email, because I don't want my delivery rates to go down.
Awesome. Okay, so now they respond yes. What happens next?
And then from there, they're like, "Hey, I just want to make sure that you got this." And then it's the same information with a link to my funnel. Then the third day, it's the same thing pretty much, just like another, "Hey, like I said before, I want to make sure that you got this. Are you interested?" So it's like low-key spammy, but not like really spammy. So yeah, in the third email, I actually include my funnel and my Calendly link.
Oh, cool. Okay, so now they come to your funnel. When they land on your funnel, is it just an opt-in page with a case study type of headline? I mean, what do they see when they get to your landing page?
So yeah, it's a case study, free case study. Then it's a picture, but it's a picture of like a video like that's about to play.
Yep.
So like if they were to click it, they get a pop-up, which is
Awesome.
that's where they opt in, and then once they opt in, they go to the actual video.
Perfect. So now they land on the video, and it's the video you talking about a case study, or is it a client testimonial case study?
So it's me talking about the case study, and then it says step 1, watch this video. So they watch the video, and it's me talking about it. And then it says step 2, book your call. And then I have also a bonus step, and that's if they pay immediately, I waive the setup fees.
Perfect. So how much you charge on your setup fee?
$1,000.
Okay, so that's a huge offer then. And so how much do they have to pay immediately then to avoid the $1,000?
The 1,500.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you're getting all these leads basically for free.
Yeah.
And going through a 4-day email sequence to really increase their curiosity and have them sign up. They sign up now. They sign up directly for the phone call, or do you take them anywhere else first?
No, directly to the phone call.
Fantastic. So now on their phone call, is the phone call just with you, or do you have salespeople doing the calls? Who's taking the calls?
I had salespeople, but it didn't work out because like I gave them like 10 hot leads and they didn't close one client, and I'm just like, I'm way better at this than you. Like I also learned I can't think like that, and I need to build people up. So
Laura, that is awesome. So typically what's your close ratio then on when you got 10 hot leads? How many of those you close into clients?
I would say 3 out of 10.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's not bad. And like what I worked on when I worked in car sales was all about closing ratio.
So what are some tips you can give people about increasing their closing ratios?
Follow Grant Cardone.
Which is a huge tip, definitely.
Yeah,
love Grant
man.
stuff.
Always ask for the money. Like don't hang up the phone without asking for the money 3 times. Like that's one of my rules.
Okay. So if I'm the client, give me a sample as far as how are you going to ask for the money?
So I'd be like, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, so what's stopping you from doing business today?
I'm just not sure if I can afford the $1,500 a month right now.
What about it can't you afford?
Well, I'm not sure if it's actually going to work. I've had other people talk to me about this kind of stuff, and I'm just not sure if this stuff's really is the best thing for me.
Oh, I completely understand. And you know what? Honestly, if I was put in your situation, I would totally have to go talk it over with somebody because I wouldn't know if it worked either. But what if I can connect you with someone that has been in your position and has seen massive results?
Oh,
Would
that'd be
you
great.
Business then?
Yeah, of course.
Boom, closed.
Great job, Laura. I love it. So again, the importance as far as being willing to ask for the money, closing people, not being afraid of the service that you offer. And I think it's one of the things I love most about the people we met at Funnel Hacking Live and really our community is I've never met anybody in our community who's out there trying to hurt somebody or harm them or is trying to provide a service that's not right for someone else. And I think that if you believe that passionately about what you do, it goes back to this whole idea as far as you have a moral obligation to sell it and to help people find out about it. And I love what you're doing. And so congratulations on your success. I think I want to switch gears here. And that was, we were talking offline here basically about this whole idea that Alex Sharfin totally screwed you up. So
Yeah.
for those of you who were not at Funnel Hacking Live, Alex Sharfin's a dear friend. He's been on my podcast twice now. He actually spoke from stage. He's got the billionaire code. What did he say that totally messed you up, Laura?
So I'm in the starter phase. The starter phase. And why am I the problem is what I was thinking. Like literally the whole time Alex was talking on stage, I thought he was in my head, like listening to me for the past year. Like it was crazy. He knows his target audience like crazy. And that's what I realized I don't really know because I'm not happy with my clients, to be like completely honest with you. I think I want to go into like a different niche because like I said, I got put into this niche because someone just told me, oh, you can make money, right? But I want to actually help people, and that's what I learned at the event. Like it's like helping a community that you care deeply about, right?
I love that.
I just don't connect with med spas in that type of way. So I'm soul searching right now, but I still got to keep my clients.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's important. Those of you guys who are listening to this realize that when what you're doing is paying the bills, that's okay. And you can use that to keep paying the bills while you do that soul searching, try to find out what's next. How am I going to branch out? What's my ideal client like? And then typically it's one of those things, at least I know in my situation, where I've had to go through and kind of try and test it out and say, is this the client I want? I'm not sure. And so you try that and you go, nope, that's not it either. And you keep trying until finally you find those that just resonate. And you're right. Alex has definitely found his niche and those people that he resonates extremely well with.
Dude, once I hit the 2 Comma Club, I'm going to definitely hire Alex, man. Like, seriously. I'm obsessed with his podcast. Like, I listen to it nonstop. Like,
For those of you who aren't familiar with this podcast, it's called Momentum. It's Alex Sharf, and you can check it out on iTunes. It's a great podcast.
It really is. Not as good as this one, though.
Well, I appreciate that, Laura. Any other parting words? We get close to wrapping things up here. You want to make sure our audience hears about?
Guys, follow me on Instagram at Laura Egocheaga, LauraEgocheaga.
Boom, there you go. Always be closing.
Hell yeah, man. ABCs all day.
Laura, thanks again for all your time. Wish you all the best and enjoy your flying.
Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you so much and everything you guys do.
Thanks, Laura. Talk soon.
Laters.
One of the things that means a ton to me is the personal reviews that you guys leave on iTunes. If you wouldn't mind going out, rate the show. Let me know how I'm doing. Just go to iTunes, click on the episode and rate it. Leave a comment. I read all the comments. I appreciate all the stars and everything everyone already left for me. Again, I really appreciate it, and it's my way of finding out how I'm doing. So if you don't mind, I'd really appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for all that you guys do. Have a great day.